네, 그러면 지금부터 10번째 도전 시작해 보겠습니다. 자, 오늘의 단어는요. 과자, 에어컨, 커튼, 슬리퍼. 잠깐만요. 4개인데. 과자, 커튼, 에어컨. 빼먹었네. 자, 오늘의 단어는요. 과자, 에어컨, 커튼, 슬리퍼. 4개입니다. 네, 오늘 거 바로 해볼게요. There are some snacks on the tray. I go to the tray. I pick up a snack. I open the snack. I eat some snacks. I feel a little hot. I feel a little cold. I pick up a remote control. I turn on the aircon. I turn off the aircon. I go to the curtains. I open the curtains, I close the curtains. I put on my slippers in the living room, I take off my slippers in the living room. 됐습니다. 네, 그러면 처음부터 지금까지 여기까지 쭉 가볼게요. 최대한 빠르게 가볼게요. 준비, go. I open the door, I close the door, I knock on the door, I lock the door, I unlock the door. I turn on the light, I turn off the light, I turn on the switch, I turn off the switch. I pick up a remote control, I turn on the aircon, I turn off the aircon. I feel a little hot, I feel a little cold. I go to my bed, I sit down on my bed, I lay down on my bed, I sleep in my bed, I get out of my bed. I pick up a pillow, I use the pillow, I put the pillow on the bed, I put my head on the pillow. I pick up a blanket, I use the blanket, I put the blanket on the bed, I pull up the blanket, I prop the blanket. I pick up a remote control, I turn on the TV, I watch Netflix, I turn off the TV. I go to the mirror, I stand in front of the mirror, I look in the mirror, I check my face in the mirror. I pick up a lotion, I use the lotion, I put some lotion on my hands, I put some lotion on my face. I go to the massage chair, I sit on the massage chair, I press the button, I use the massage chair for 20 minutes. I go to the window, open the window, I look out the window, I close the window. I open the curtains, I close the curtains. I go to the sink, I turn on the water, I wash my hands and face, I turn off the water. I stand in front of the mirror, I look in the mirror, I check my face, I check my hairstyle in the mirror. I pick up a toothbrush, I pick up a toothpaste, I put some toothpaste onto my toothbrush, I brush my teeth up and down and back and forth. I spit it into the sink, I rinse my mouth with clean water. I pick up my shaver, I turn it on, I shave my face, I turn it off, I put it back. I take off my clothes, I take off my t-shirt, I take off my pants, I take off my underwear, I put them all into the laundry basket. I go to the toilet, I sit on the toilet, I use the toilet, I do my business on the toilet, I flush the toilet. I pick up the toilet papers, I use the toilet paper, I throw the toilet paper into the toilet, I flush the toilet. I open the trash can, I throw the trash into the trash can, I close the trash can. I go to the shower booth, I get into the shower booth, I take a shower. I pick up a shower head, I turn on the water, I take a shower, I turn off the water. I pick up a shampoo, I squeeze some shampoo on my hands, I make some bubbles, I wash my hair with shampoo, I rinse my hair with clean water. I pick up a soap, I use the soap, I put some soap, I make some bubbles, I wash my body with the soap, I rinse my body with clean water. I go to the towel rack, I pick up a towel, I dry my body with the towel, I use the towel, I put it back on the towel rack. I go to the living room, I go to the sofa, I sit on the sofa, I lay down on the sofa, I take a rest on the sofa, I get out of the sofa. I pick up a cushion, I use the cushion, I put the cushion behind my back, I lay my body on the cushion. There's a mini table in front of the sofa. I use the table, I put some snacks on the table. I pick up a remote control, I turn on the TV, I watch TV, I turn off the TV. I go to the cabinet, open the cabinet, I take out a photo album, I close the cabinet. I bring the photo album to the sofa, I sit on the sofa, I open the album, I look through the album, I close the album. There are some snacks on the tray. I go to the tray, I pick up a snack, I open the snack, I eat some snacks. I feel a little hot, I feel a little cold, I pick up a remote control, I turn on the aircon, I turn off the aircon. I go to the curtains, I open the curtains, I close the curtains. I put on my slippers in the living room, I take off my slippers in the living room. 네, 됐습니다. 됐어요.